Why errors are development signals. Continuing from part 1. Let's talk about what your emotional reactions to mistakes are actually teaching your child. Your child is watching how you respond to their errors. They're learning what mistakes mean, how to handle failure, whether it's safe to take risks. If you make a mistake yourself and beat yourself up, that's what they learn to do. If you calmly figure out what went wrong and what to do differently, that's what they learn. Think about this. You're in the kitchen. You drop something. It breaks. Do you say, "I'm so stupid"? Or do you say, "Oops, that slipped. Let me clean this up and be more careful next time"? Your child is absorbing those messages about how to respond to errors. The same happens with their athletic mistakes. Your visible reactions, disappointment in your face, frustration in your voice, intensity of your post-game analysis, all of that teaches them how significant their mistakes are. If you treat every error as a crisis, they'll learn to treat every error as a crisis. That creates performance anxiety that actually increases mistakes. But if you stay calm and curious about mistakes, they learn that errors are just information to be processed, not disasters to be avoided. You can help your child develop metacognitive skills around mistakes, helping them think about their thinking. After practices or games, what mistakes did you notice today? What did you learn from them? Not to dwell on errors, but to extract the learning. This teaches them to process mistakes analytically rather than emotionally. Over time, this becomes automatic. They make an error, quickly extract the lesson, move on. That's what elite athletes do. They have a completely different relationship with failure, and that relationship is learned, often from how adults around them responded to mistakes when they were young. Remember our discussion about identity? This connects directly. When their identity is broader, when they know their worth isn't determined by performance, mistakes in sports don't threaten their sense of self. Here's what research shows. People learn faster and develop deeper understanding in what's called a low-threat environment, where mistakes are treated as information rather than failures. If your child feels anxious about making mistakes because they're worried about disappointing you or being criticized, they're in a high-threat state. Their nervous system is activated in ways that actually interfere with motor learning and decision-making. But if they know mistakes are expected and valued as learning opportunities, they can relax into the learning process. They can take risks. They can try new things. They can play freely. All of that accelerates development. This doesn't mean you have no standards. It means you distinguish between effort, which they control, and mistakes while learning, which are inevitable and necessary. Your response to your child's mistakes is literally shaping their mindset and their capacity for development. This week, notice. How do you respond to your child's mistakes? What messages are you sending? What are they learning from watching you? And consider, are you creating an environment where mistakes are safe? Where trying and failing is encouraged? Where errors are treated as the valuable learning tools they actually are? Note: if you're dealing with a co-parent or coach who doesn't share this approach, you can't control their responses, but you can be consistent in yours. If family dynamics make this particularly complex, resources like the Parent Alignment Discussion Guide or Co-Parenting Through Youth Sports Guide might help you think through how to maintain your approach even when others differ. Embrace the errors. Welcome them as signs that learning is happening. Help your child extract the lessons, and watch them develop not just better athletic skills, but better learning skills that will serve them in every area of life.